Welcome to Megaman What If. In this series, we will see what if Quint returned to the past. While it is unknown whether or not Quint died in the Wily Star in Mega Man V, for the sake of this what if, we will go under the assumption that he did survive and went back to the future using the time skimmer. Let the story begin. Within time-space, Quint contemplated everything that has happened, from him being reprogrammed, rebuilt by Dr. Wily, of his time and the past one, to become an evil robot, to joining the Mega Man killers and the Star Droids to try to destroy his past self, not once but twice, and failed on both attempts. The whole experience has been bizarre for him, but right now it doesn't matter. Why? Because in his last moments in the Wily Star, before it got destroyed, he took the time skimmer while Dr. Wily escaped to Earth. Now alone, he started to formulate a plan to go to the future, to get repairs, and go back to the past to serve Wily again. The plan was simple, and right now, it was all he could really do. But the more he contemplated the plan, the more he started to think on why he should go back to Wily, but immediately dismissed the idea of betraying Dr. Wily. His programming would not allow him to. But little did he know that this would not be his first time overcoming his programming. Quint now went to the future in a hidden Wily fortress with future Wily waiting. Future Wily said, "Quint, what are you doing back here alone? And where is my past self?" Quint stepped out of the time skimmer and replied, "The Doctor has failed," which led to the Wily Star, the Mega Man killers, and Star Droids to be destroyed. I was the only one to escape for the time skimmer, while the Doctor was forced to escape to Earth. Future Wily grew annoyed and angry hearing this, and said, "Bah! Once again Mega Man has defeated us once again." "Don't," Quint said, "don't worry, Doctor. Once I get my repairs, we will go back to the past and destroy Mega Man once and for all." He said it with great conviction and determination. "No," said Future Wily. Upon hearing Future Wily's response, Quint was surprised and slowly grew angry, and before he could say anything, Dr. Wily beat him to it. "You have failed not once, but twice to destroy Mega Man. You are nothing but a failure." Quint couldn't say anything back because everything Future Wily said was true. But lucky for me, I have a backup plan. He pulled out a remote and pressed a button. The walls opened up, revealing a capsule that held a figure within it. The figure surprisingly looked like Quint, but instead of having the light green colors, it had dark blue colors. "Who is this? My replacement?" Quint said in anger, feeling betrayed that the Doctor would replace him. Future Wily laughed in response. "Funny thing is, you are his replacement," the Doctor said. "What?" said Quint in response, sounding very confused at what the Doctor said. "Did you really think you were our first option? Of course not. Before I and my past self rebuilt you, we were going to make a robot named Quint, but we scrapped the idea and decided that it would be easier to kidnap you, reprogram and rebuild you out of this robot's blueprints." Quint was in shock and possibly having an identity crisis, that he was based off of this robot that he replaced, but ironically, this robot would replace him. But Quint put these thoughts aside and said, So what if I'm his replacement? He's a prototype. I bet I could destroy him right here, right now, to show you how useless he is. Hm, you say that now, said Future Wily, as he pressed another button on the remote. The robot's eyes glowed red and stepped out of the capsule. It looked at Quint and got ready for battle. I'll destroy this robot in 10 seconds, said Quint as he summoned Sakugarne and hopped on it. Unlikely, said Future Wily. The prototype extends his hands and transforms it into a beam saber. Quint is intimidated by the weapon, but didn't show it, and charges towards the prototype. Before he could attack, the prototype disappeared and then reappeared behind him and swung the beam saber at him. Before the beam saber could cut Quint in half, Sakugarne took action and got free from Quint's grip and jumped in front of him, taking the attack. In an instance, Sakugarne got cut in half and got destroyed. Sakugarne, said Quint in surprise. Ha 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 ha. Future Wily laughed at Quint. You said that you would destroy the prototype in 10 seconds, but the prototype defeated you in less than 10 seconds. Quint snaps out of his shock and looked at Future Wily. How did this prototype defeat me? He was so confused. How could this prototype be so strong? What do you think I was doing while you and my past self went back to the past? Said Future Wily. When you lose as many times as I do, you start making backup plans, which I did. I made some big upgrades to the prototype, and I must say it was worth the effort. Future Wily praised the prototype for its performance. Now that I have seen your display of power, I believe you will be more than enough to destroy Megaman, unlike this failure, he said. But first, I need to give you a name, since Quint is already taken, and it will get boring calling you Prototype. Aha, I know. I shall call you Megaman Shadow. He then turned to Quint. As for you, you will wait here for my return, like a good loyal robot. Quint didn't say anything, but nodded. Good, at least you're useful for something. He turned back to the now named Megaman Shadow. Prepare the time skimmer. Megaman Shadow marched towards the time skimmer upon hearing his orders. Future Wily gave one last look at Quint and walked towards the time skimmer. In a few moments, the time skimmer disappeared, leaving Quint all alone, damaged, and holding the remains of Sakugarne. So this is it, thought Quint. He got humiliated by a prototype. Sakugarne got destroyed, and he was told to just wait for Future Wily to return. How did things go down this way?